Hey Paranormies, it's Alice and you're on the light side of the paranormal. Today I am reacting alone because I'm a brave lady, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So today I'm going to be reacting to Nuke's Top 5. Hi Nuke, we love you so much. Thank you so much for making this badass content for us to react to. 5 scary ghost videos to scream along to. Hopefully we can get some screams today. I love to be scared. I am alone. I'm in my creepy basement right now. It's literally like a dungeon down here, and I'm ready to have my pants scared off. Let's do this! And if spooky and paranormal content is your jam, become a part of our Paranormal fam by clicking the subscribe button. YouTube is just crashing on this tablet right now. That seems like a bad omen. Let's go.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Followed home. Now, longtime viewers of my channel might remember that almost 1 year ago, I featured a series of videos by a young Dutch woman named Sabia L. Sabia claimed that her apartment in the Netherlands was haunted by something that lurked in the shadows. Something dark and sinister.
Kijk, zie. Jezus. Poes gaat er ook al vandoor.
As time went by, the paranormal activity in Sabia's apartment intensified, becoming so terrifying that Sabia began to live in abject fear of whatever evil presence might be haunting her home.
Licht elke keer. Oh. Dat was een stem. Dat was een stem. Oh, Jezus.
9 months ago, Sabia L suddenly just stopped posting to YouTube entirely, leaving her concerned fans and followers wondering just what happened. But then, just 3 months ago, Sabia made a surprise return to her YouTube channel. She posted only one short video. The post was a positive one, letting her followers know that she had finally saved up enough money to move out of her terrifying haunted apartment.
When in doubt, move
out!
The
The 30-second video shows Sabia giving one final walkthrough of the empty apartment. Her optimistic video title proclaimed, "Last video, haunted apartment in the Netherlands. No more poltergeist activity for me." As you might guess, Sabia L's nightmarish story did not end there. Sabia says that she experienced months of peace and relaxation in her new home. But then strange and disturbing things began to happen all over again. The odd events quickly became more and more unsettling. One night, the lights in her hallway begin to flicker, so she pulls out her phone and begins to record. She encounters something absolutely horrifying.
Dat licht knipperde weer aan en uit in de hal. Oh, in het nieuwe huis. Dat.
Is there something moving in there? Oh no.
Oh, ik durf niet.
Beautiful place.
Oh, ik durf niet. Helemaal klaar mee.
distracted by how pretty her place is. What did she say?
No. Maar ik durf echt niet. Donder op, ik ga er niet naartoe. Ik bel wel iemand.
Did you see it?
No.
Sabia turns away from the hallway as a light fixture suddenly moves on its own. When she turns back, the hall light has gone out again.
Yes.
And something dark and menacing seems to be waiting there
that's
for her.
why.
Whatever it is then seems to charge up the stairs, but understandably, Sabia does not follow.
No.
Sabia L believes that the dark malevolent being that haunted her old apartment has now followed her to her new home. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. You can watch this video as well as all of Sabia L's past terrifying encounters over on her channel, Sabia L.
Sabia girl, you have to be careful. Like, I worry that living in a haunted place for so long could have desensitized her to sounds and apparitions in her home. Like, that could have been an intruder. I almost felt like, especially at the end there with the person, seemingly person lurking in the corner and then running up the stairs, she could be like, oh, screw that, that's just a ghost. And meanwhile, someone's robbing her blind or worse. Whew, that's where things like this get really, really scary. Jen and I always mention how live humans are way more dangerous and scary than dead ones. So do I think that that was paranormal? That's really hard to say. I mean, like I said, that last clip in the new house, I felt like it might not have been, but obviously it's her experience. She was very scared. She seemed to be thinking that it was paranormal. If you're new to our channel, by the way, we try and theorize what could have been going on there. That's not to take away from the person's experience, but it's good to just theorize and question everything. In terms of her original apartment, it did seem like there was a lot going on there. Once again, she was very scared. Her cat was reacting. The thing with the little clock on the mantle, could it have been my favorite thing to debunk stuff with, could it have been some fishing wire or something of the sort? Yes. Was it definitely? We will never know. But the way that it was maneuvering around on top of the mantle looked like it might have been being pulled by something. I'm just saying. But either way, that was a really creepy video. We're off to a great start. Let's keep going.
A window to the soul. So this is a story that starts weird and just gets weirder.
Perfect.
But first, a little bit of history. Way back in 1679, Irish Catholic priest Oliver Plunkett was arrested for supporting the Catholic faith, which at the time was considered a serious criminal offense by the English monarchy. He was held in Newgate prison in London before being executed. And so here's where things get really weird. Over 240 years later, in 1921, Oliver Plunkett's head, yes, just his head, was brought to St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland, where it was put on display in a garish, ornately decorated glass box. The St. Peter's Church also placed on display the prison door of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell from Newgate Prison, where Plunkett was held for 8 months before his execution. YouTube user Vicky Bramshaw was on vacation when she visited St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland. She is recording the exhibit of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell door when she catches something absolutely unnerving.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was imprisoned for 8 months.
It's a very interesting figure, because
oh, hello.
he was one of the first ecumenical
She doesn't even know.
priests.
There is a small opening in the ancient jail cell door, and some pale, ghostly face just seems to peek out of it at them.
Peekaboo.
Vicky says she has no idea what this face could be. She says she has no
so
knowledge of
weird.
visual effects to fake something like this, and she didn't even notice the face until she reviewed her footage later. So is this the ghost of Oliver Plunkett still peering from his old jail cell door? Or is it just a very, very odd trick of the light? You decide.
Wow, okay. That was freaking awesome. Okay, so not to compare, I hate to compare, but if we're speaking openly and honestly, or if I am, I'm used to having Jen here with me, I'm just gonna say it, like, that type of video for me is a lot more convincing. Wow, like, just the history of the door, the fact that the dude's head's literally there, it really did look like a face, like definitely a predominant nose and chin. I didn't personally see a lot of like this half of the face, but yeah, that was so cool. It was just a little glimpse, a little glimmer. I love subtlety when it comes to ghosts caught on camera. That to me is always more believable. So that was friggin' rad. Loved that. Let me know what you thought about that. Let's keep trucking through.
Haunting Tales of Chernobyl. On April 26, 1986, reactor number 4 in the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded, resulting in the worst nuclear catastrophe in history. A total of 117,000 people were evacuated, but many suffered horrific tragic deaths as lethal levels of radiation swept over the countryside. To this day, the land around the reactor is still highly radioactive. It has been deserted for over 35 years. Italian paranormal investigators Paolo, Debbie, Jack, and Simone from the YouTube channel Pit Paranormal Investigation have the unique opportunity to explore and investigate the abandoned ghost towns surrounding the Chernobyl power plant. Experienced tour guide Alex safely escorts the group through the dangerous area. The Pit team begins their journey in Pripyat, the city closest to the Chernobyl power plant. The nervous investigators soon realize that they have to conduct their investigation in an entirely different way than normal, as everything around them is highly contaminated with radioactive fallout.
E dobbiamo completamente cancellare tutte le abitudini che abbiamo.
Ed è una cosa difficilissima.
È difficilissimo, ma anche solo appoggiare uno zaino momentaneamente per terra. Non si può appoggiare, non lo so,
non
un
puoi legarti la
per
scarpa,
terra per legarti la scarpa, non si può. Raga, è veramente una cosa difficile.
Guardate, solo
da fare.
così, cioè questo è un contatore Geiger, misura le radiazioni. Solo per
Scariest
dirvela
part,
brevemente,
for sure.
siamo a 1,40, 1,50 e contate che la soglia massima è 0,30.
Now, most of the abandoned buildings in Pripyat are extremely dangerous to enter, so it's illegal to go inside most structures. For this reason, investigator Paolo has brought along a small remote-controlled car with an attached GoPro.
Nice.
He carefully drives it into one of the abandoned structures as he records. After a bit of exploring with the RC car, he stops it inside and leaves the camera recording in an
I'm
attempt
excited.
to capture anything out of the ordinary. When they review their footage, the team is shocked.
Oh! Yeah, that's what I'm
As I
talking about.
mentioned before, Paolo and his team are all outside and no one is allowed into this building. So what is this? A strange shadow moves from right to left, seemingly followed by two other strange shadow anomalies. Soon the investigators are forced to leave the area, as they can only be exposed to the high radiation level for a limited time. Another night, and the Pit Paranormal team has the unique opportunity to explore the abandoned old Chernobyl hospital. Obviously, the building was the site of intense tragedy and suffering, as many passed away here during the Chernobyl meltdown. It is said that their spirits still haunt the hospital. The Pit team brings all of their equipment, hoping to properly investigate the hospital and maybe even make contact with any spirits that might inhabit the building. What they capture is truly bizarre.
I would not touch anything.
Cos'era? Ok, l'avete sentito? Sì. Ma di brutto, era di là. Sì, sembrava uno strumento, qualcosa che si spostava. Qua dentro. Arrivava
A strange, unexplained sound startles the Pit Paranormal team. Paolo grabs his thermal camera and starts to record. What happens next is downright chilling.
Vai, che ansia.
Ma che rumore era?
Allora, a me è sembrato un oggetto che si spostava, ma perché ci sono tanti oggetti qua?
No, però potrebbe essere una stanza. O era nel corridoio, perché era una stanza, non abbiamo sentito bene.
Non ho capito, non so, sicuramente era. Raga, voi due siete i nostri occhi, Voi. Anche te c'è che siete i nostri occhi. Perché io vedo ben poco.
Chi c'è? C'è qualcuno qui? Devi avvicinarti.
Il muro, cosa? Davanti a Simo a destra. Il muro davanti a Simo a destra.
Questo
Ha formato.
Raga,
Ha formato una persona.
che è stato?
Raga, si è formata una persona lì.
Ma stai scherzando?
Lì.
Hai filmato?
L'ho filmata. Sono in rec. Si è formata una persona, io dico una sagoma bianca, con testa, spalle e tutto, lì davanti.
Wow.
A creepy
Fascinating.
figure seems to appear but can only be seen through the thermal camera. Inexplicably, the figure seems to emit more and more heat. Paolo and cameraman Simone approach the apparition.
Like a
and they
manifestation
discover
of energy.
something
That's very interesting.
terrifying.
Footsteps? Footprints.
Porca vacca. Stai scherzando la porta?
I'm totally enthralled in this.
Chiusa. Mi sembra che abbia anche ripresa, perché mi stavo girando per venire a prenderti in faccia. Mi sembra che l'abbia ripresa che stava più io lontano. Chiusa io.
Paolo and Simone are shocked as the thermal camera reveals footprints on the floor in the room right next to where the figure appeared. The door
Wow.
slams shut and locks, separating Debbie and cameraman Jack. And now, they too encounter something terrifying out in the hospital hall.
C'è qualcuno che ci sta prendendo in giro? Non ci vuole far paura?
C'è qualcuno. Chi c'è?
Cos'è?
Jack.
Arriva da quella porta, c'è una porta socchiusa, Debbie.
Jack, c'è qualcuno.
Arriva da quella porta lì. È socchiusa.
C'è una voce.
Did you hear it? The two nervous investigators capture a deep, breath-like voice on camera.
Cos'è? Porta lì. Arriva da quella porta lì, è socchiusa.
C'è una voce.
Eventually, the team is reunited and they leave Chernobyl believing that they did in fact make contact with some of the ghosts of Chernobyl's past. I highly recommend that you check out Pit Paranormal's 8-part Chernobyl series. All 8 videos have subtitles in multiple languages, including English.
Wow, I am definitely going to check out the rest of that series. That was really entertaining. It's rare that I find things on the internet now because I'm so desensitized. It's rare that I find things that I get that invested in terms of paranormal, and that was so exciting to watch. So the first bit with the shadow and the RC car, shadows, what that felt like to me, if I could give my own 10 cents on that, was some residual energy going on. Like, it felt like there was this obviously horrific, catastrophic event that occurred there, and that burns an energy imprint in, and it felt like these people were running for their lives. They were rushing out as quickly as possible. And that's what those shadows were to me. That's what that felt like to me personally. And as for the next clips to follow, whoa, okay. So the figure that was appearing and like materializing, manifesting on camera, that to me was why it was like creating more and more heat as it was showing up. That was so cool. That was so interesting. I have no way to debunk that myself. And lastly, for the footprints, that was so freaking cool. Could it have been one of their footprints? You know, maybe it could have like been a situation where they were accidentally seeing a place where they were stepping during the investigation. I don't know. But like, it all kind of makes sense with the apparition that happened. Oh, that was just so exciting. I can't wait to watch the rest of their series. That was good. As if we're so early into the video, like let's just keep going. Let's keep this momentum up. Hopefully we stay on this high because this is great. I'm having a great time. I hope that you're having fun too, and I'm glad that I don't have to watch it completely alone because I have all of you at home.
Excessively haunted. Now, if you're a regular Nukes Top 5 viewer, you know that I featured the popular paranormal YouTube channel Really Haunted many times. Homeowners Lee and his wife Stacy have experienced increasingly violent paranormal activity in their home in England for years now. And it just seems to keep getting worse.
What's up?
Lee's wife Stacy says that since the bed incident, she is so scared of the violent poltergeist in their house that she often just avoids sleeping in their home.
I'd stayed in the caravan a bit before that, but that
Excuse me?
Once that happened, I never went back in the house after that.
Over the 4 months since I last featured Really Haunted, Lee says that the activity in his home has only become more intense and frightening.
Oh no, that's dangerous. Oh no, that's dangerous. Oh.
Stop. Sit.
It'd be frustrating. Oh my gosh.
Holy
It's like taunting him. Oh my gosh, it's like one thing after
Lee
the
says
other.
that he refuses to leave his home regardless of the extreme poltergeist activity. But facing off against a malevolent spirit is not easy. Late one night, Lee hears noises outside his second-story bedroom. He gets up to investigate, but it did not go well.
In the meantime, we're gonna go for a national film. Something's shaking door.
Something seems to violently push Lee, launching him backwards. And whatever pushed him now wants in the room.
The noise. That's the attic. I can't be doing both at once.
So is Lee's house, quote, really haunted? As always, I leave that to you to decide. To see the full story and videos of Lee's encounter with the dark presence that terrorizes his home, I highly recommend checking out the YouTube channel, Really Haunted.
So, Jen and myself have reacted to Really Haunted through Nuke's Top 5 quite a few times, and yes, we have given them a bit of a hard time in the past in terms of the validity, in our opinion, of some of the poltergeist activity. But there were things in this video that I cannot explain away. You know, I don't just blindly believe in anything. Like, I need to have a reason to... Anyways, I can go on forever with my beliefs, but this is not about that. So, when his girlfriend or wife got pulled out of bed, like, it was right off the hop. What in the heck? Like, what? And then just to have to move on from that, I was like just processing that for most of the video. That was freaking crazy. I hope that they're okay. There was obviously a lot of violence going on in this video, and I'm sure that it happens to them often, and that is really scary. And I really, really hope that they are safe and that they are well. Just move out, Lee. Come on, at least for your girlfriend's sake, like, please. That was really freaking terrifying, and it was very persistently trying to get into the room with him and everything. I just have nothing else to say other than, what the F? Wow, okay.
Hey guys, so at the very last second, Alice's camera decided that that was enough of the paranormal for her for the day. So I don't have the end of her reaction for the #1 spot, but I will do the reacting for you for that one, and we can watch that one together. So it's kind of a half and half video for you today, or a little less than half. But anyway, let's watch that #1. I just watched the whole video that you guys watched as well while I was editing, and I'm loving this video, and I can't wait to see #1, so let's watch it together.
Unwelcome. Paranormal investigator Sandro Silva from the YouTube channel Casa Sobrenatural sets out to explore an abandoned home in Brazil. The house is said to be extremely haunted by multiple dark spirits. He's joined by his two friends, Macon and Clemerson, as they carefully walk through the rubble of the deserted structure. The air feels heavy as the team reflects on the ominous atmosphere. Suddenly, they get an unexpected fright.
Nossa, uma energia muito pesada lá nessa casa, sinistra, muito cabuloso. Meu Deus do céu, santo. Só barulho, mano.
Don't really want anything falling on you in a building like that.
Vocês viram que caiu uma anteia ali, mano. Nossa, foi nítido que quebrou, mano. Vamos arpar o pé daí, mano. Mano, caiu uma anteia ali, velho. Daqui a pouco começa a jogar teia em cima da nossa cabeça, é louco? Tem alguma coisa aqui, cara, que não quer mais aqui, mano. Não.
The three friends suspect a roof tile has fallen nearby and discuss whether it's safe to continue their investigation. But before they can even reach a decision, things take a terrifying turn.
Passa, mano. Passa. Você tá andando, mano. Tá andando, mano. Você tá escutando?
That is really creepy looking in general. I didn't see anything. Okay. So it looks like someone's standing there. Oh, a child.
Meu Deus do céu, tinha uma criança aqui, cara. Bora, cara, primeira vez, cara. Mas por que uma criança vai estar aqui, cara? Será que morreu uma criança aqui, cara? Cara, mas já começou a cair uma teia, cara. Aí você grita que viu alguma coisa que... E o cara não vai correr. Mas eu não vi nada, cara.
as he sees the pale apparition of a child right in front of him.
Okay, I see
He
that.
gathers his courage and checks out the area, but there's no one there.
I see it as a
Then
kid
another
now.
roof tile falls, and the three friends just make a run for it. So did the Casa Sobrenatural team capture the ghost of a child on camera? Let me know what you think.
So that would be super creepy. I mean, it would be really hard to tell with something like roof tiles falling if it's something paranormal or something more natural, just because it's an old dilapidated building. It would be really hard to tell, but seeing a child, that would be rather startling, and it seems like they were pretty freaked out and they decided to leave almost immediately. So that was a really good capture. This was a whole good video. Thanks so much again to Nuke at Nuke's Top 5. If you aren't already following him and liking his videos, please make sure to go do that. This is the link to his channel. Go over and show him some love. And please leave a comment down below what you thought was your favorite, most convincing piece of ghost evidence, and whether or not you thought some of these were real or faked. And as always, if you like this video, please make sure to give that like button a little boop. It helps us out so much and we really do appreciate it. And if you're not already, please make sure to follow us on Instagram at TLS_paranormal. And you can follow Alice and myself on our personal pages as well. Everything will be linked in the description down below. And until next time, keep on creeping on. Bye!